Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Bengal though will just turn its head shivering and frightened of me from now on.
I saved a number as director Bulbul and I picked it up and she said, "Hi Bulbul."
She said, I'm going to make you a sex symbol.
This is the man who plays, because you need to have that sensitivity to play a cruel character like him.
I've been totally fooled and just exploited, Sana.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I love you too. I wish I knew where ideas came from, because then it'll become so easy.
It's been a very tense time. This is the stuff that I really like. The acting part is
from writing romantic songs to making a thriller or horror film. How did it all come about? Tell me something. How did you develop Bulbul?
The romantic songs and the rom-coms and everything that I've written was for other directors and the kind of stories they wanted to tell.
Right.
But the kind of stories that interest me are supernatural stories, fairy tales, fables. Those are the kind of stories that I like reading, consuming across mediums. So that's the kind of story I wanted to make for myself. I guess organically, when I sat down to write a story, it was a fantasy story. It happened to be that genre. But once I wrote it, I realized that I love it so much that I don't want to give it to any other director to direct. Fortunately for me, Karnesh and Anushka loved the script as much as I did, and they wanted to produce it. And then Netflix came along wanting to put it on their platform. So I've been really blessed.
Tripti, tell me, playing the titular role, was it flattering? Was it pressurizing? How was it to become Bulbul for you?
My first film was Leela Majnun, where I got to play, this character called Leela, and now with Bulbul.
Right.
So I think, it was a great learning experience for me. Being that character, just started to love myself a little more, started to accept myself as I am, because those are the things that my character in the film was going through.
And Rahul, we get to see you back on screen after a couple of years. What has been keeping you away, and what was about Bulbul that you finally gave in?
Anvita told me two things. She said, one, I'm going to make you a sex symbol. And two, the name of the film is Indraneel. And I should have had this in my contract, because both the things, when I went there, I had to wear these long clothes and these shawls and things like that, put some grey in my hair and speak this intellectual stuff. It was so sad. I thought this would be my big break, but you really, really want me to be serious. They're great roles to play. Indraneel is just a wonderful role to play. I consider it to be, if you look at the entirety of the film, which is, me playing two roles, I consider this to be the most that I have been stretched as an actor in one film in my life. And as a director, she has been nothing but a lying, unscrupulous person. But I will also say she's been terrific. Her empathy, her compassion, her love, of course, all of it is first for Bulbul and then for everybody else in the world. But having said that, even though we got stepmotherly treatment, her empathy, her compassion, her love, her understanding of what she wants, her unwillingness to compromise on all the parameters of that go into making an excellent film, just make you so happy to be in the presence of somebody who believes in excellence.
Creating a different world, creating a pre-independence era, how challenging was it? And how exciting also, of course. What was the entire experience of creating that world for you?
I had Siddharth Diwan, the DOP, and Meenal, my production designer, and Veera, who did the costumes. We were all on board. My brief to them was that I want to create like Raja Ravi Verma paintings. And we all went out with that vision, and we did it. We just had fun. There's authenticity. There's a lot of research that has gone in. Everything is authentic, but there is a commitment to beauty and aesthetics which I think is a very important part of telling a fairy tale.
Such a fabulous cast you've got together. So how did you all zero upon these actors?
Both Tripti and Avinash were auditioned extensively by Casting Bay and by me. And that's how it was only on the basis of their audition, about how spectacular the auditions were, that I could see Bulbul and Satya in them. Rahul actually was, I really lucked out because my creative producer, who's Anshay Lal, who's also the director of Filori for Clean Slate Films, he, when we were talking about casting, he said, hey, have you thought of Rahul Bose for Indranil's character? I sent him the script and 2 hours, that means he must have just read the script and called me. He was talking about, he was not talking about his role, he was just talking about, he got Bulbul. He got Bulbul the way I get Bulbul. Pauli was Karnesh's suggestion. She came in last minute. We didn't have a Binodini till literally 2 days before shoot. We were just, and she was fantastic. And Param has done a Clean Slate film, and he was already a friend.
There's a debate going on how films should or should not release on the OTT platform directly. I mean, of course, this is a film for the OTT space, but as a filmmaker, as an actor, what's your take on it?
Talking as a producer, if you have the kind of expenses of a film that an OTT platform is not going to pay you for, then you must release it on the big screen. You have to. You have no option but to release it in the big theatres for your own survival and for the survival of the film. As far as I'm concerned, as a viewer, I consider both to be authentic cinematic experiences, one different from the other. Filmmaking finally is a business, and for that business to work, you have to understand why producers want to release their films in the cinema halls versus OTT. It becomes a monetary decision. It's not so much a decision about creativity or fame.